misdemeanor matter, it is alleged that on December 8th, 2022 in Van Buren Township, you committed count 1, domestic violence. It's alleged that you did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Alan Mark Cleary, a resident or former resident of your household and or an individual with whom you have MCL 750.81 sub 2. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or fines of $500 plus court costs. Count 2, malicious destruction of personal property, $200 or more, but less than $1,000. It's alleged that you did willfully and maliciously destroy or injure windows, the personal property of Brianna Taylor Bivens, and the amount of the destruction or injury was $200 or more, but less than $1,000, contrary to MCL 750.377 A1CI. This is a misdemeanor punishable at up to 1 year in jail and or fines of $2,000 or 3 times the amount of the destruction or injury. Ma'am, inasmuch as you appear without representation this afternoon, the court will enter a plea, will have you stand mute to the charges against you. You have the right to be considered for pretrial release. The recommendation from Van Buren Township Department of Public Safety is that they do not oppose personal bond and ask that you do not return to 21346 Sylvia Drive in Van Buren Township, and you have no contact with Brianna Taylor Bivens and Alan Mark Cleary.
Can't have.
Ms. Rice, ma'am, are you employed?
At the moment, no.
How do you support
was-
yourself?
I was taking care of Brianna Bevan's daughter for the last 2 months while she worked and paid the bills.
Before yesterday, December 8th, when was the last time you had contact with law enforcement?
Over the summertime, some guy I was hanging out with got pulled over and he ran, so the cops asked me questions and then they drove me home.
Have you ever failed to appear for a court date?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, the court will set your bond at $5,000 personal. You do not need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear as directed by this court. Condition of your bond is that you have no contact with Brianna Taylor Bivens and Alan Mark Cleary. No contact means no contact. No direct contact, no contact through social media, no contact through third parties. If this court receives report that you have made an effort to be in communication, contact of any kind with either of these 2 people, it could be viewed as a violation of your bond. Your bond could be revoked and you could spend the rest of these proceedings in custody. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Now, what if Alan tries to reach out with me to me? I am
Ma'am?
pregnant with.
No contact means no contact.
So if he contacts me, I'm in trouble, is what I'm asking.
Don't answer the phone. Don't respond to the effort. No contact means no contact. Your next appearance date is a pretrial on Tuesday, January 10th, 2023 at 9:20 a.m. with Judge Green in courtroom number 3. Again, today's file is 220805 SM. Next appearance date, January 10th, 2023, 9:20 a.m. with Judge Green by Zoom in courtroom number 3. Anything else, Ms. Rice?
No.
Anything else, Van Buren?
Just confirming that's via Zoom, courtroom number 3.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll get the paperwork over to you. Have a good afternoon, sir.
Appreciate you.
Judge, just to confirm, the bond was ordered, no contact with the victims. Was there a cannot return to order?
I didn't say it, but I wrote in the file. Thank you, Andy. Do not return to the offense address of 51346 Sylvia Drive, Van Buren Township. They will be on the paperwork as it gets sent over to Van Buren. Thanks, Andy.